Today I'm going to give you information on the Upfitter Connections under the dash on my 2003 GMC Safari van. This information should be applicable to other GM products from about 1999 upward. Okay, as we enter the cab of the van, we'll see, looking under the steering column, you can see the diagnostic port right here. And underneath here, it'll be difficult to get to, but we'll see it. Right there is the junction box. Now, the area that we're looking for is right here where I've made the connection. Now, there's a connector on this side and a connector on this side. Now, you can't see these. You have to just trust that they're there. They're little prongs, and I know that there's some kind of a plug that's made to go into here. The manufacturer made, but I have no idea where to get it, and I'm not going to go to the dealership to try and get that because it'll be way expensive. So what I did is I realized by using my voltometer that this left side is the one that is activated by the ignition switch. The right side is hot all the time. So what I did is I took a small connector here, which I'll show you in a minute, to connect my wiring here. What I would suggest, though, there are some technical issues based on the wiring and the schematics that I'll go into in another section here. But I would definitely check with your voltometer on your particular vehicle to make sure which side is actually switched and which is hot at all times. A good place to get a ground for your voltometer, not for anything else, is right here at this door switch. And actually the ground is right here on the nut that holds it in, not on the switch itself, but on the nut. So this is just a convenient place that you can get a ground. Now, these are the flat connectors that I was talking about. You notice a penny here, and you notice about the size of them. They come in at least two widths in this side, but notice the difference in the width here. You don't want to use this narrow one. You want to use the wider one when you go to plug into that connector that I showed you. Okay, so first off, let's take a look under the hood. Near the battery, to the left of it, you're going to see a plastic cover, and you'll see the underhood fuse box. When you take the cover off, you're going to see this fuse box. You're going to see these two terminals, terminal A and terminal B, and these are fused right here. One of them, terminal A, according to the diagram we're going to look at in a minute, goes through the relay to give us juice when the ignition is turned on. But if you turn over the cover, you're going to see a list of the fuses and such. You have to turn it over so you can see it's upside down right now just to be able to read it. Well, I'm going to switch the whole thing around so that it's easier to read with a better copy. So again, this is the front of the van pointing up this way. So you're standing here looking at this upside down, but it's easier to read. So again, we have auxiliary post A and B. A and B. Okay? So that's important. When we take a look at the schematic, though, we see that here's the fuse block underneath here, and we see that the upfitter battery fuse is here. That's the one that's hot all the time. And the accessory fuse and lug is here. But notice that this says that this is terminal A. The terminal A is that we get the accessory juice. When we go back underneath in the passenger compartment and we take a look at the block where I made my connection there, notice I'm going to put a drawing over here. Notice this is a drawing of this. We've got the relays over here and relays here and such. But this is what we want to look at, is this upfitter power feed, which I told you about here. Now notice this. I have found the ignition regulated power. They listed here as B. I don't want you to be confused with the terminal A and B that we looked at a minute ago, because remember in our schematic it said that terminal A was the accessory. Take your multimeter and double check before you go to hook up that this is regulated by the ignition and that this one is hot. So whichever you need. Hope this is helpful.